This week, I met up with 3 entrepreneurs who all run 7-figure e-commerce brands, and I asked them how to find success with dropshipping and online business in 2025, and this is what they said.
This will make or break your Shopify store.
We're here at just about 107,000.
How old were you when you started?
15.
2,000 orders that we need to send out in the next 3 weeks.
This month, I'm sure we're gonna do $70,000 profit.
If you want to search up my store, you could roast it.
Oh, okay.
First up is Smith, who's only 18 years old and already making $70,000 per month. How old were you when you started?
15.
15?
Yeah.
That was the first dropshipping store?
Yeah, so I was doing everything I could to basically get money at the time. I think I had 70 bucks in my bank account when I started. And I remember one time, like, I was harassing my mom to do chores. I was like, can I watch the dogs this weekend? Like, can I take care of the cobwebs outside the house? Like, I'll do the windows. Like the windows were already clean. I was asking to clean them again. Like, stupid stuff. I was just asking, like, give me chore money so I can, like, put it into the business. Basically, I got into organic dropshipping space before it was as big as it is now. And I was basically just posting videos on TikTok, Instagram, just driving traffic to like a dropshipping website, products from AliExpress. And I got my first sale, funnily enough, on like a Y2K clothing brand. And you can still like go see the account to like this day of like me on my personal TikTok commenting like, where can I get this, bro? And I'm like, thanks for support, dude. And then I think like I had 800 bucks to $1,000 when I first got my first sale. And then that week I was like making no money, and it went from like there all the way to like $7,000 like profit in my bank. I was like, oh.
When you're saying you make 70K per month, is that profit or is that revenue?
It's revenue. So October, we did roughly $50,000 in profit. And then this month, I'm sure we're gonna do probably $70,000 profit. So hopefully by March maybe of next year, maybe we're doing $100,000 a month profit.
With your e-com stores, can you get into maybe a niche? You don't have to get into products, but...
Yeah. So I started selling like white label supplements as far as like, you know, gym stuff. Like I'm sure you've seen like the ashwagandha and stuff like that. So surprisingly, a lot of people are into that like whole supplement space now. But yeah, I mean like pretty much anything you see, obviously like it's not specifically ashwagandha. Like you can do like testosterone boosters or testosterone or Tongat Ali and Fedoja agrestis and all the fucking herbs that's, you know, all the biohackers or gym guys talk about. But like lucrative business, if you get a returning customer for more than 1 month, your LTV is crazy. I thought to myself, I'm like, I've been having this protein powder brand for the past 2 years and I bought it once randomly on Amazon. Like, what the is my LTV with these guys? Like, holy shit.
What advice could you give to someone who is just getting into dropshipping and they're trying to figure out their product, their niche, how to actually find their first winner?
I would say stick to something you're familiar with. So you want to have an ICP, right? Ideal customer profile. Your ICP should be you. You should stick to the niche. You should be your target customer. You should be your audience. You want it like it wouldn't make sense for a 15-year-old kid who's playing Fortnite and self-improvement to go sell makeup products, right? So you want to really get proof of concept and have familiarity with whatever you're doing. And especially with organic, I really feel like most people, it takes a while to learn the skills and they think it's a get-rich-quick scheme or something like that. It's gonna take you a while to learn the skills. You have to wear a shit ton of hats. You gotta learn how to make a good website, a good landing page, funnel people in, like upsells, that shit, like crazy shit. Then you also have to learn how to make viral videos, but on top balance the virality with the conversion and funnel people to the website. It's a lot of hats you gotta wear.
So yeah, there's a lot that goes into running an online business. And if you guys are thinking about starting a dropshipping store in 2025, you have to make sure that all of these things are dialed in. And one of the main things that I see people struggle with, and even me with some of the stores that I've started on this channel, is shipping, which is where the sponsor of today's video comes in, AutoDS. This is hands down one of the best tools for sourcing and fulfilling products in 2025. With AutoDS, you can easily import products from numerous supported suppliers like CJ Dropshipping and AliExpress with just a few clicks. This means that you can list these products for sale on multiple sales channels like Shopify, Wix, eBay, and even TikTok Shop, which is exploding right now. What's cool about AutoDS is that it connects directly with your Shopify store. You can also search for products directly on AutoDS. So using their marketplace, they'll find options with the best prices and fastest shipping times for pretty much any product that you want to sell. They'll manage the shipping for you and automatically fulfill your orders with the supplier and then send delivery updates to the customer. You get complete transparency about your sourcing costs, and all you have to do is load the product balance here, make sure you have auto credits here, and AutoDS takes care of the rest. They also have really powerful tools for product research if you're just getting started or if you you're looking for new products to sell, including a hand-picked product section, which updates daily with proven bestsellers along with their analytics. The Ad Spy tool allows you to quickly review product ads on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to spot some of the new product trends and making sure that you stay ahead of the curve. Basically, AutoDS will just save you time and let you focus on scaling your business. It will help you manage everything from listing and inventory to order fulfillment from one optimized dashboard. So if you want to try AutoDS, I'll have a link in the description where you can get 30 days for just $1. Test it out, see how it works for you, and I'm sure it's going to make running your business much easier. All right, let's get back into the interview.
Realistically, like, it's gonna take you, like, I've seen some people take 4 months to get their first sale, not even like to hit 10K a month. So it's very competitive. You have to be that 1% that is doing what everybody else don't do. Like, if 89% of if let's say 99% of dropshippers fail, if you're doing what not everybody else does, you got to fucking think outside the box and do some crazy stuff. Like, recently with what I've been doing with my clients is we've been doing rage bait on organic. So rage bait, it's like, you know, like you comment something like purposely to get people mad so they like farm engagement. And we basically go onto the accounts and we purposely like say some outlandish stuff, but it's right on the brink of being like unbelievable, but it's like, this person's stupid. So then everybody in the comments like, they're hammering him down, and then we go back on the account and say even more stupid stuff. So it's like farming the comments and the engagement like crazy. Yeah. I really don't see anybody doing that. And it's like, that's a good example of like, in order to make exceptional money and be an exceptional person, you have to be an exception. So let's say every single dropshipper went through like one dropshipping course, they'd all have the same results. Realistically, they have very similar results, right? If everybody watches like one 10 million view best business model to start video, you're on the same fucking playing field as 10 million other people. What's gonna separate you? Absolutely nothing. So you gotta go out and fucking, you have to do your like insane research, put in 100 extra, 300%. You have to really go out and you have to fucking want it. Do I see it dying anytime soon? E-commerce as an industry? Fuck no. Dropshipping as well? Fuck no. As someone says e-commerce is gonna die, I'm like, well, just look at their SMMA course they're trying to sell you, bro. If you think e-com is dying, bro, look at Jeff Bezos. He just bought $1 billion yacht. That's like saying Amazon or one, you know, Nike or one. Like, if e-commerce was dying, then you'd see these fucking retail stores taking their websites down. Like, that's not the fuck. It's quite the contrary. I really tell everybody, start young, because you're gonna learn priceless skills that you're going to have for the rest of your life. You're going to have priceless experience. I tell everybody, my worst case scenario is most people's best case scenario. Let's say I wake up tomorrow with $0 in my bank account, and I'm homeless, I'm living on the street. I know for a fact, not only could I get to 10K a month in month to 2 months max with using no connections whatsoever, just with the knowledge and the skill set I have, I would, worst case scenario, I get a job that most people dream of having.
Next, I'm meeting up with Cody, one of the founders of Hero Covers, a product line of completely custom covers for cars and other vehicles. In under 2 years, their business has exploded, where they're now partnering with Hot Wheels, NASCAR, and making over 6 figures a month. Yeah, man. So tell me, like, where did this idea for the product come, and how did you guys get to where you are today?
The idea started about 2 years ago, roughly. I want to say in July of 2022. Where my CMO, he gave me a call. He's got this textile manufacturing company, family-owned business for about 100 years. And by the way, they don't make custom car covers. It's not something that they do. They make more so tapestries and bed sheets and things like that. And he said to me, "You're such a car enthusiast. You're so involved in the space. I've always been in the car space for about the last 10 years." And he said, "It's time to make a product." So he had a little idea for car covers that are custom fitting. And I said, you know, it's going to be too hard of a market to like take over or even show our name in if we're just doing plain black or one color covers. We like to go for the virality aspect of things. And so my background in cars and my enthusiast for, you know, automotive kind of told me that we should put the designs on the outside of the car. We really captured the audience of the pure automotive enthusiasts, people who love their cars more than anything else in their life, maybe even more than their wife and kids. So it's an honor to be here at this point. We've covered some absolutely insane cars, including some Koenigsegg's, some Bugattis, all the way down to, you know, trucks and Priuses. So
this is unlike a lot of products that people who are in the e-commerce space sell, because it's made to order, and it's also a big product that you have a big design process that goes behind it. So how does the step-by-step process go from the customer places the order? Where do you guys go from there when it comes to actually designing this thing and then getting it shipped out to the customer?
It's quite technical, like you said. It's very difficult. You go into the website, choose your body style of which one fits your car best. If you have a GT3 RS, you choose car. If you have a Chevy Suburban, you're going to choose SUV. And if you got a Ford Raptor, you're going to choose truck. All you got to do is upload a photo. Our design team is going to reach out to you within seconds, and within 72 hours, we'll create a render for your approval so that they can see exactly how it's going to look when it prints, so that there's no surprises, no mistakes. We don't want to leave anything out. And we even give customers the option to include logos and branding of their own. The amount of detail and attention that goes into creating the actual file to print is something that took us over a year to, I shouldn't say perfect, but over a year to really nail. And in the beginning, there were car covers that weren't fitting. There were car covers that were missing details. It was a nightmare, to say the least, in the beginning, but we had a vision, we had a goal, and we knew we could accomplish what we wanted. And now all the covers are fitting like gloves. Whether you have, again, a Pagani or a Prius, it's contorting to all the angles. The software that we're using is built in-house completely by us. We have an incredible database of measurements of every single factory make and model. And then for special cars like the Speed Demon 715, the world's fastest car that you'll see here in a few weeks, we use a CAD file for that car.
So you've kind of always been involved in cars. You were telling me you've had jobs as a valet, you worked at a dealership. Do you think that's kind of a key to success for people? Sticking with something that you're already passionate about, or that's already working for you, and then just building on that? And do you think that's a big reason why this is working so well for you guys?
I would say absolutely. I would say for the days that we're up at, until 2 a.m. every morning, either replying to customers who are overseas or organizing our management teams or our customer service teams, it's about a 100-hour-a-week job, if not more right now. And the only thing that keeps us pushing right now is our love for cars, our passion for cars. If you love what you do, it won't feel like work, even if you're up at 2 to 3 a.m., filling out invoices or doing Excel spreadsheets. Yeah. If you love what you do, it never feels like work, and honestly, it's an honor to be in the position. So I don't really look at it as work. I look at it as kind of missions and tasks to get to the next stage and just keep putting on some incredible hero covers.
What's been the biggest challenge so far in the past year and a half?
Yeah, absolutely the growth. We were not expecting this to go as viral as it did, as soon as it did. We were okay to make a few of these per week, and we're well beyond that now. So we had to scale the design teams, we scaled the manufacturing. We have a source for the material that's basically on autopilot now, because if we run out of material on a Tuesday or a Thursday, production is stopped. There's nothing else we can do. Yeah. So scaling has been the biggest challenge, but we are in a really great position right now where if we received 100 orders today or tomorrow, they're all getting taken care of on the same timeline. So finally, our distribution times and our delivery times, about 4 to 6 weeks, are right there. Mm-hmm. And every day we're working at chipping that down and providing a incredible product to the customer as soon as we can.
Maybe can we talk numbers a bit? Could you say on an average what you guys are doing a month right now?
So if we're talking numbers, we like to remain modest and humble. But November was an extremely stellar month for us, considering Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And we're kind of proud to announce that it was the first month we clocked in over 100K in revenue. So we're here at just about 107,000. I think that entails out to about over 100 orders for the month. So we're very busy here day in and day out at Hero Covers. This is just yesterday. 4,200 in sales. That's about 8 car covers, maybe 10 car covers, depending on the options they chose. As far as profit margins go, obviously you need to have your profit margins set up properly in order to make any money doing anything. Our profit margins range from about 25 to 50%, depending on the product that you're choosing. And with that, we promise to provide excellent customer service for the 6 weeks that your order is in line. And we hold ourselves very accountable to make sure that customer is extremely happy with the finished product. So
what's one of the biggest challenges with selling a high ticket product? You guys are selling something, it's average $500-600.
They range from about $450 all the way up to about $1,500, depending on your year, make, and model, motorcycle, boat, whatever you got. Actually, some of our boat covers go for over $4,000. So the biggest struggle in selling a high ticket product is gaining the credibility as a new company to let the customer know we're going to deliver exactly what we say we're going to for such a high dollar amount. It took us some time to get here, but I feel like people kind of trust what we have to do now. without having to ask their friends and family, and they're good to go and just click on the site and check out.
What advice would you give to someone who's out there, they're watching this video, they want to get into this e-commerce online money world, and they're just getting started?
Literally, if you have a vision in your head, just go for it. Sometimes there's obstacles like money up front, you know, things take money, they really do. So if you got a little bit of pocket money, save it aside. Maybe skip the meme coin season this year and put it into something you're passionate about. I'm fortunate enough to feel like this isn't work. It is work. It's Excel spreadsheets, it's databasing, it's responding to customers. But when you're passionate about the project, all that goes out the window and it just feels like tasks and missions you need to accomplish. So don't go into anything blind. If you know nothing about an industry and it's going to cost you money to enter and you're trying to make sales or develop a product, be pretty cautious. But if that industry is something you're incredibly passionate about, you know you can do that for the next 10, 20 years and build something great out of it. You got to go tunnel vision and full steam ahead. There's no other way to go. In the beginning, if we started this thing and we were not tunnel visioned in and we were kind of just working on side projects and had this going on in the background, it would not have worked. From the very first customer that we delivered to, we saw the vision in what we could do. He's gave us 5 stars. He was almost crying in the video that he sent us because that car he had in his family for 50 years and he never had a product like that before, you know? It's 2 things, right? It's tunnel vision, staying focused, locked in on your vision, and then what really helps keep us driven and keep us moving forward is happy customers. So those 2 things will take you everywhere you need to go.
Lastly is Chase Chappell, consultant and mentor for some of the biggest e-commerce brands of all time. We sat down for a call and he gave me some great advice for my laser engraved products business. How would you approach ads with a product like this?
You would get people holding it. You would also do like step 1, step 2, step 3 inside of a Canva image. Just like here's step 1, here's step 2, upload image. And you show, you know, a family photo, you show a dog photo, you show a cat photo. And then next step, final step, and then a review-based one, a testimonial video where you have multiple people talking about, hey, I just received this, I love it so much, that type of thing. And then you have, you know, image breakdowns and formatting. So essentially going over use cases.
And if more Facebook or TikTok?
You'd start with Facebook ads and then you go to TikTok later. Facebook's more stable initially, and TikTok's very explosive if done right with the right videos. And then you need like videos of people putting it on a wall. Here's one we did with...
This is one way to add a touch of luxury to your home this season. The Green Willow Eucalyptus and White Kiku arrangement by Contempi, paired with their black olive vase, instantly gives my home that cozy seasonal feel.
There's so much going into this.
Right.
You know, the framing, the perspective, the movement, the zooming, the text, the talking, sounds. These videos crush it. We took them to 200K months.
And when starting out, how many creatives should I be running?
At least 5 to 10. Yeah, mixture of videos and images. And then here's some examples of images. So here it is, little white outline. Pick a photo or pick, you know, a size, upload a photo, place your order on wood engraving, custom wood engraving. And see, we have pups, we have cats, we have face. These are all different angles that appeal to different audiences.
If you want to search out my store, you can roast it.
Oh, okay. You haven't done any sales on this store yet?
Just one sale.
Is it real wood?
Yeah.
Okay, that's another call out. I'd put down real wood. Quantity needs to be removed, and you need a size guide as well. So your sizing is just text. You need like a visual size. Putting stuff on walls, engravings, all this stuff, you have to have perspectives. So perspectives are essentially like putting something next to this so that way people can get an idea of the size. For all we know, this could be like some huge redwood tree, you know, and be the size of a, you know, a small coffee table, or it could be just, you know, the size of your hand. We don't know. So you have to have this size perspective here with an actual size guide that visualizes it. This type of stuff, you need to redo all these in Canva. This is good. That needs to be in here. Good. I wouldn't use the grass background. I would use this. Okay. And then I'd put reviews instead of testimonials. Pick one or the other, either this one or that one. Get rid of this one and keep this one. You need the steps outlined pretty simply. This goes to the rectangle. This one goes to the oval.
I just realized
they're backwards. This needs to have an image next to it of somebody holding it. Add to cart button's way too low. Nobody's ever going to find that. You need reviews. You need everything on the product page on their homepage too. If you can get your conversion rate right before you launch ads, you're gonna have a much better scaling process because you want to get closer to 1, 2, 3% because then you're gonna convert a lot more of the traffic. Now the best way to look at this is, so these are like car silhouettes. So you need like laser cut, right? You need last a lifetime or however long wood lasts, I don't know. You know, available for any portrait. Approved by XYZ. 30-day money back guarantees. Here's different angles and stuff, right? You need to go to a tool like Photo Room, add in the product, and add it on a wall. So this will like literally take the product, put it on a wall, put it in like different scenarios, show people being crafty with it, making, you know, coffee tables out of it, all sorts of stuff. And then like whenever you go to get one of these, you need like actually showing it placed in different areas of somebody's home. These are all AI generated. Yeah, and then like this breaks down the orders, this bit breaks down the shipping, see how it's much more called out. And then you need this information, you need comparisons, you need different sizes. This is how you do your size guide. This is imperative for any clothing, silhouette, wood, anything that's being designed or putting a face on something, you have to show the sizing. If you improve the website conversion rate, this will take off.